the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Washington Wizards. Well, for Washington, the first half of the season has not been kind to them, and unfortunately, with their play lately, they're not exactly giving off the vibe that they're ready to turn things around. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor, either off the dribble or off the pass. So if I knew if I got to certain areas of the floor, I was going to be able to score and have a big night. The defense tried to dictate that, but you have to try to dictate it and overpower that mentally.
Well, I wanted to go out and average 28-10. So 28 divided by 4 quarters, 7 points a quarter. My goal was to be on the attack, try to get to the rim every time, hit as many free throws as I could. And if I had double digits after the first quarter, it's over. The diesel will come. It smells blood.
So just 7 points a quarter. That's all you were looking for.
Yes.
And how many rebounds per quarter were you looking for?
4.
But that gives you 16 rebounds instead of 10.
I smell blood, Ernie.
I'm going to change the subject. That's it
up.
for now. Thanks for tuning in.
Shack it up.
Leave me
Shack
alone.
it up.
Hands off. Kenny, help.
Help!
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Washington Wizards come in for this one. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. The last time these two teams met, it was the Houston Rockets who came away with the W against the Washington Wizards.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean,
Washington's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. So the Wizards 5 right now. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Then there's Jared Dudley, and it's Bilal in at the 5. Passes to Beal. Shot clock at 6. There's the screen, off the pick. No basket with that shot, having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Harden kicks to Lawson. Back to Harden. Now the feed to Moniunas. Houston needs to get a shot off. Fires from 18, and he knocks down the jumper. It's all knotted up. For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to the Mavericks in Dallas.
and it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. In third, the Rockets.
It's due to better shot selection lately, Kevin. They're taking their time to make sure the shots they take go in. Really good self-discipline there.
For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
4 on the shot clock. Harden's shot is good.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Wizards have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. There's a screen. Nice ball movement by Washington. It's Wall with the drive. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. This is his first trip to the line tonight. John Wall taking 2 shots. And that one falls for John Wall. Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for the Rockets. John Lure, he's checked in for the Wizards. Gary Neal comes in for Bradley Beal. And so John Wall nails both of them. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Beverley kicks to Ariza. Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 16-point game against Minnesota.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game. And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for John Wall. 4 on the shot clock. Monty Eunice, and unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
Dudley, no luck.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Washington's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Chalmers against Beverley, kicks it to Lure. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Lure's got his first bucket of the night.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
It's Harden with the drive. Rebounded by the Wizards.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Great awareness by Mario Chalmers on that feed.
Rockets trail by 5. Harden with a screen on Chalmers. Harden kicks to Beverley. Shoots. Villar with the rebound. Washington's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Chalmers against Beverley. Dishes it to Lure. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Here's Harden. Ariza has the open look. Connects from three-point range. Ariza's got 5 points so far.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kev. I caught up with Washington's head coach. He's looking to even the score in this season series with a win of their own. He told me they can certainly play better than they did the last time, and said with their defense and shot blocking, they're planning to make matters difficult at that end of the floor. Kevin, let's see if they can lock them up.
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys, how do you think that'll play out here?
You know, sounds like they'd like to keep this a low-scoring affair. This could be one of those grind-it-out kind of games.
And I'm sure that would suit them just fine. It may not be what the fans want to see or hear, but a win is a win. Come on now. A W is a W, and that's what you're playing for.
We're playing too much on the perimeter. Let's look to dump the ball inside.
Over the last 10 games, as we look at the Rockets, this is how they compare to the rest of the league. First in scoring, first in three-point shooting, and they're ranked third in field goal shooting. This team has a lot of weapons, and guys are not afraid to share the ball to get good shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Brewer is checked in for James Harden. It's Jordan on the wing. Here's the screen. To the paint. Here's Ariza. Goes back up. He lays it in. Ariza's got 7 points. The Wizards with the lead. 1:32 left here in the first quarter. And Neal kicks to Roberts. And the shot is good.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
Wizards leading by 4. Neal dishes to Lure. Ariza with the rebound. Houston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. The drive by Jordan and stolen by Chalmers. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Lure. Here's Neal. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
The shot by Jordan, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the foul called on Freak.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another one.
The Wizards shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. For the Rockets, Jordan, he's checked in for Brewer. Harden comes in for Marcus Thornton. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. So on the floor for Washington, the talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Then it's John Lure. Then there's Jared Dudley.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team. It's been a tough go for him. Just an uncontainable game for Dudley. He's got 11 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
And John Lure gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Harden kicks to Ariza. Wall against Lawson. It's Beal on the wing. Dantley. It's rebounded by Houston.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Lawson has the open look, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. 7 points for Lawson.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Wall's shot is off. Rockets trail by 5. Here's Harden. Got it. Good job in the low post. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge.